Here I am at Quality Bumper in Mesa, Arizona, just on Gilbert Road, north of Southern. I'm going to be having Ryan, our professional paint protection installer, showing us how to install the high-end SunTek protection film on a 2016 Ford Flex.
Hi there, I'm Ryan. We're going to show you how to put some paint protection film on the front of this Flex today. A couple things about paint protection film. It's been around for a number of years. 3M kind of was at the beginning. We've come a long way since that 3M material that was yellow. Most people make a good product. We choose to go with SunTek because it does have the best clarity and the best longevity. Their current material has a 10-year warranty. That's the longest warranty in the industry. Nobody else gives 10 years on their paint protection film. It's also self-healing, which means that if the material ever gets a scratch or a scuff, you can either set it out in the sun and the heat will literally re-heal the material to look brand new, or you can take a small hairdryer or any other heating utensil and go over it lightly and it'll look brand new again. So,
well, thank you,
a little bit about the material.
All right. Now you're going to be prepping this and getting it
what
ready?
We're gonna do, the preparation, essentially, you want the vehicle to be essentially clean. If you can go somewhere that you have a power sprayer that you can get a little bit of pressure in around the seams, anywhere that road debris or bugs might get stuck, you want to go ahead and blow those out and get that out. That's a pretty important part of the preparation stage. One of the next things that we're going to do is a light clay bar bath. Clay bar you can get at most auto parts stores. Essentially, you just want to make sure that the paint stays nice and wet. We have a mounting solution that's used essentially for the mounting of the material itself. It's going to be about 10% isopropyl alcohol with purified water, and that's just going to help the acceleration of the adhesive to tap to the paint. So now that we have the paint nice and wet, we're going to go ahead and use a nice clean piece of clay bar. We're just going to do some little circles, not pushing real hard. You just want to make sure that the paint is nice and clean, so that the material can adhere to that paint and you're not going to have any debris or anything else under that would be noticeable once the material is applied.
Now today we're going to be doing the hood and the fender kit, right?
Yeah, we're going to be doing the hood and across just to the fender tips. Now, okay, so now we're ready to put the piece on the hood here. We've got it wet using, once again, a good amount of mounting solution here. We're going to walk over to the glass, pull the liner off of the piece of material, and then we'll go ahead and lay it up on there.
Now these are all pre-cut for each individual vehicle?
Yeah, these are all pre-cut kits that are cut on a plotting machine, so all the lines are ruler straight, all the edges are exactly where they need to be.
Now, and does that mean though that you don't have to really still do any cutting, or does that mean you still have to trim maybe some excess, anything
on occasion,
like that?
It depends on how the material wants to really interact with the particular vehicle. Sometimes you end up trimming just a very small amount, but it just depends on how the piece wants to install. Okay. But most of the time, 99% of all the cutting is done ahead of time. Take this out. This particular vehicle has raised letters on the hood. So one of the things that we're going to be doing is obviously lining all of those letters up so that they go around there. We're going to line these up. And as we stretch the material to compensate for the curve, it's going to line all of those letters up right where we want them. So we're going to get it about where we want it, and then go ahead and do a little bit of a stretch. I'm going to start in the center and work my way to the sides. I'm going to use a little bit of rubbing alcohol as an accelerator for the adhesive to get the material to stay where we want it while we begin to lay out the rest of the material. Start here in the center, come up through the center. Now we have a central point that we can work away from to make sure that the material lays where it wants to and where it's supposed to.
Now when you're doing for example, this kit is the hood and fender, which we talked earlier. How long does an application like this take in most cases? Or does that depend on, of course, the vehicle and the severity of difficulty? Yeah,
absolutely. The vehicle from one to the next is going to have a huge variable on how long it actually takes, depending on the types of angles and things on the vehicle. All those things are going to determine obviously how long it takes to do the installation, but when you're working with a really easy material to work with like SunTek, it not only makes the finished product better, but the ease of installation is really frankly huge when considering how the end product is going to look. So that's one of the reasons why we really like using SunTek's material. They're just really easy to use, and they look great when they're done. Okay, so now that we've got the hood piece essentially applied, we're going to let that dry for a second. The edges are going to dry out so we can wrap those under. We're going to go ahead and work on this quarter panel piece. The tip is really all you need to do on this because it's really the only impact area on the quarter panel, though some people do opt to put the material back to the entire quarter panel, the entire hood, essentially from the windshield forward. Headlights as well, those something that can be damaged very easily, and paint protection film is a good way to keep from having to replace those.
Now this, you were saying with the hood, there's obviously two different styles, one that you don't wrap and one that you do, that you can wrap around the edges?
Yeah, you can do that. Sometimes a vehicle is fabricated so that the pieces of sheet metal have a nice surface underneath the edge where we can wrap the material around and it'll actually stay once you put it there.
Okay.
Not all vehicles, older vehicles, it's not the best idea to do this always. If you can, it's something that we like to do. If it's not the best option, then we go ahead and trim the material right as the body line goes to bend into the crease.
Okay. And after this, we'll come back to show you how the job looks like when it's all finished.
It's all done.
Here we are, finished product. So you can't even tell that it's on the vehicle. You can't even see the line. But when you get real close, let me see here, there. Oh, wait, where's this finger? Yep, see, right there. But when you back up, you cannot even see it. That's how clean the look is, all the way across on the fenders. It's cutouts really nice on the letters.
All the edges wrapped.
All the edges are wrapped. Clean look. Well, thank you, Ryan. Appreciate it.
It's my pleasure.
And that's here at Quality Bumper Company.